This is ZAQUETU. This is ZAQUETU. And a very good afternoon to you wherever you're tuned in from. Karibu sana kwa ZAQUETU. Tunasemanga ZAQUETU ni za kwetu na za kwenyu ni za kwenyu. We do it differently out here, but we want to merge in and tunatoka kutoka hizo norms mbaya mbaya in the community. I go by the name of Collins Irungu. Ukitaka jina usani Koloboy Irush King. You can catch us on 0311980384. That's our WhatsApp number. Hapo unaweza kutupea maoni yako kuhusiana na kipindi hiki. Pia unaweza tufuata kwenye mitandao zetu zote katika Science TV Kenya. Science TV Kenya, ingia hapo kwenye Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, kila pahali tuko at Science TV. And today mnavyoona, I'm joined in by three wonderful gentlemen right here. And tuanze tu na hapa on my right side, introduce. How are you?
Thank you so much. My name is Fortune Ligare. Natoka Mombasa. And I've been here for a week. And it's been amazing.
Nice.
Hanging around Science TV.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
The gentleman at the center.
Hi guys.
Yes.
My name is Damian Evans Ajwang. Mimi ni mkalimani wa lugha ya ishara na nimefurahi kujiunga nanyi.
Very nice. And the far end gentleman.
Okay, my name is James, natambulika kama James Mteri. Nimetoka Mombasa. Mombasa raha kwa Swahili.
Mombasa raha.
Yeah, and it has been amazing hapa. Tukijiunga na Science TV. So I'm welcomed, I feel free.
Tuanze na wewe.
Naam.
Umeniambia unaitwa James.
Naam, yes.
The second name? Mteri imetoka wapi? Imetoka ulipewa hiyo jina kivipi? Ulipata hiyo jina kivipi?
Okay, nikiwa tu wazi ni kwa mimi ni mchanganyiko wa Tanzania na Kenya. Kwa hivyo jina imetoka upande wa mama. Mama alikuwa kama mnajua Wadigo.
Wadigo.
The 9 tribes.
The 9 tribes.
Yeah, so imetoka na the Digo side. So yeah, baba alikuwa Mtanzania. Mama alikuwa Mkenya. Kwa hivyo nimebeba kote. Lakini nimelelewa Mombasa. That is Kenya.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And I also understand you have a disability part of you.
Ni kweli.
Can you kindly tuambie ni gani? Juu maybe mtu anaweza sikia na afahamu.
Ile kusema kweli ni kwa ninaweza sikia upande mmoja. Inaitwa kwa kimombo ni mild hearing loss. So kwa upande wangu kulia, hata ukipiga kelele ukiimba nyimbo zako sitaweza kusikia. Lakini huku kwa kushoto ninaweza kusikia wazi kabisa.
Because I was so confused, nasikia like you have a very fluent speech, but kuna interpreter. So I was wondering how is that possible?
Ni kwa sababu ninaweza kuangalia ishara mdomo, ninapozungumza ninaweza ku-articulate kile ambacho nasema. Lakini kuna kuenda katika hii train kuna mtu ambaye anazungumza pole pole. Siwezi kumsikia. So ndo maana ninahitaji msaidizi. Ambao wamefanya vizuri kunisaidia, nimeweza kuelewa. Maanake hata kwa on my left ukiongea kwa sauti ndogo sitaweza kusikia.
Very nice, very nice. Mtazamaji, tuko na watu kutoka upande wa Mombasani pwani kule. Mashamra shamra. I will get back to you in a while. Tuende kwa our sign language interpreter. How has it been all through in your workspace interacting with people living with disability? Imekuaje? Just like a small short pic.
It has been a journey. I've learned a lot.
Yes.
That actually there is a lot of diversity in the society.
Yes.
And within that diversity,
you
can say the society is multicultural.
Yeah.
There exist several cultures where a group of people identify themselves as a community.
Yeah.
Naturally, cultures thrive, cultures develop. and very many other things. So I've really learned a lot about the deaf culture, about the culture of the visually impaired persons, and generally the cultures around organizations that work with people with disabilities.
Yeah, very brilliant, very brilliant. I also work with the sign language interpreters, which I love. I've learned several sign language, and that's a plus for me.
A big one.
That's a plus for me. So, gentlemen are right next to me. Tuambie disability yako ni gani na how has it been?
Yes, so my disability ni I have a speech impediment, which is accompanied by at times selective mutism. So that happens when the stutter is too much. Yeah, and it's been a long journey.
It's been a long journey.
It's been a tough one, especially if you're creating awareness over the same. Because there's always a spell where you are too fluent to be considered a stutterer or too eloquent. But now there's a perceived norm of how someone presents himself. So it's been a juggle and not talk in the park. But I'm grateful. There's so many strides of and it's been so fruitful to be at this stage.
Oh, very nice, very interesting right there. But I will get back to our interpreter right here. Umetuambia unaitwa Damian.
Yes.
Damian
Evans Ajuang.
Yes. Ajuang imetoka which part of this country?
Okay, that is a name from Nyanza.
Nyanza.
Yeah, that's a name from Nyanza. It was my grandfather's name. And I took it, I inherited the name. But fun enough is that Ajuang is not a male name. Ajuang is actually a female name.
For real?
The male version is supposed to be Ojuang. But sometimes in our culture, the Luo culture, if there was someone who was outstanding in the family, that the people who did great things, sometimes the family felt that, okay, the greatest person in this family was maybe a lady or someone. See? Naturally, anyone can acquire that name.
Yes.
So those are special circumstances. Though the names of men begin with the letter O. So if in the case of
Okelo,
it means they took it from someone feminine, yes, but it is the attribute that person carried that you are inheriting. That's why they are naming even men, even after women. There's no problem. It's allowed.
Because even in our community, you find that men these days are named after women. Like, for example, you have two male names, but the third one is a female one. It's acceptable. These days, watu wako diverse.
Exactly.
And Fortune.
Yes.
Fortune nani?
Fortune. Actually, I have phonemes. I'm registered with phonemes as a special circumstance.
Okay.
It's Fortune Murila Misigo Ligare.
Where? Ati?
Fortune Murila Misigo Ligare. Ligare.
Tuanze na hiyo ya katikati. Tuanze after Fortune.
After Fortune. You have Murila.
Murila.
Murila is my name. Actually, I was named after one of the greatest village men by then. By then, his name was Johnson Murila. He was a doctor by profession.
From which community?
National, from the Luya community.
You were to
Luya. I'm a typical Luya. So maybe at some point my parents saw it wiser for me to carry on his legacy or what he left behind, the trail of what he did that was perceived as good. And I was given that responsibility to carry on with the name. Then
the third one?
The third one, Misigo. Misigo is my dad's name. I do inherit a lot of characteristics, distinct characteristics between me and my dad. Actually, I'm a real mirror version of my dad in terms of aging and character display. So my dad has always been like I'm by his side always.
Nice.
And Ligari is family now. It's always seen as every kid or any child or any sibling born under the roof of the Ligaria family should bear a family's name just for recognition and also roots. You know.
So I would like to know, you stay in Coast?
Yeah, I stay in Mombasa.
You stay in Mombasa?
Yes.
And Damian?
I stay here in
Nairobi?
the outskirts of Nairobi.
And James?
I'm from Mombasa.
Mombasa.
Yeah.
So tuko na Mombasa na Nairobi.
Yeah.
Nataka tujue like the cultures of these two places. I know they're so diverse. Ziko too different. People wanafanyanga vitu differently huko nje.
Yeah.
So let me start here.
Yeah.
Ume experience both culture ya Waluya na the coastal people.
Yes.
How has it been? Have you felt like kuna inclusivity in both cultures?
Yeah. Actually, I'm fortunate enough to have experienced also the Nairobi life, some bit of it. Having 1.5 years stint. What I can say, Nairobi and Mombasa, they're too diverse. They're two diverse cultures with incorporated cultures, both local and international ones, which closely I can call them maybe some bit of so inclusive as in as per se, because Mombasa has so many cultures that are both borrowed and also inherited, and it's always from an unjudgmental face. And everybody in Mombasa has this space that you can call a safe space, where they're free to be themselves in expression-wise. Although there are some bits of staggering statistics where some cultures consider taboos, which are cross-cutting. But I know with time there might be some awareness campaigns that will be cut down. In Nairobi, Nairobi I can freely say it's like a cosmopolitan place.
Yes.
Because with cosmopolitan I mean everybody is free to express a culture which they carry along. Yeah. And that's the reason why Nairobi is a 24-hour economy. It keeps on rising, and it's always active with that buzz of life. Yeah.
And our sign language interpreter, you have interacted with the deaf, you have interacted with people who are hearing. Do you think like the cultures are inclusive for people living with disability?
I don't know how I'll put it, but there have been efforts made or done by organization, entities, for instance, Science TV, just to ensure that inclusion becomes a gospel, like in everyone's ears. However, coming from Nairobi culture, see, Nairobi culture is quite complicated. Like he rightfully explained, it is a cosmopolitan. So mostly people don't take into considerations issues like inclusion. We find like people assume like these people can be taken care of by some people, like there is an entity which is supposed to be taken care of, forgetting the fact that inclusion is something that's supposed to be practiced every day. Though in some spheres it has worked, in some areas it hasn't. So we still have a long way to go as far as inclusion is concerned. My take.
Bwana James,
Naam.
Kule Mombasani, kule.
Naam.
Muko included kama people with disability, do they engage in cultural activities which will include you and impact you positively?
Kama vile Bwana Damian alivyosema, ni kwa yapo mashirika ambayo yamejaribu kukusanya ama kuwakutanisha watu katika masuala ya culture, lakini bado kuna challenge, sababu watu wengi kule wamelelewa na misingi yao.
Misingi.
Unaona? Yaani kuna vile kwa mfano kama umezaliwa na upungufu fulani, kuna wengine wanasema kwa wewe maybe Mungu haja kupenda zaidi ama wewe maybe ni laana kwa familia. So kuna kutengwa, unaona? So kuna watu wengi bado vijijini watu hawajafika. Kama sisi ndio tumesikia Sense TV leo, unaona? Na vile wana advocate. So bado kule kuna challenge. Despite kuna few organizations kama this one ambayo inajiita APDK. Ambayo inashughulikia walemavu, people with disabilities. But naongelea sasa Mombasa ni kubwa. Huku ni upande mmoja. Je, wale walio mashinani ni vipi? Bado hawajafikia. So bado ni challenge sana kwa upande wetu wa Mombasa.
So kwa culture Mombasa, I'm pretty sure that ume undergo like the naming process in your community, maybe the circumcision, maybe kama uko na mchumba umeoa, maybe marriage, ume undergo hizo vitu zote. Did the community give it like 100% while transitioning you to those cultural activities? Kama tuseme initiation na marriage, wali kuinclude venye inafaa kuwa?
Kusema kweli, mimi nililelewa katika misingi tofauti sana. Kwanza nilipozaliwa nilipewa jina la Kiislamu. Sababu baba alikuwa Muislamu, mama alikuwa. So nilipewa hilo jina. Na mtu ambazo tabia zake mimi hata sije kuzipenda. So unapata nikienda mjini wananiita hilo jina na mimi silifurahi.
Ulifurahi? Jina tuambie tu ama haifai?
No, naweza kusema naitwa Masud.
Masud.
Maanisha nini? Mimi jamani hata sijejua. Alafu nilipofika class 8. Nilipofika class 8, sasa nilikuwa nani wangu natumia majina mawili, James Mteri. Then the headmistress, wakati wa nani ile lazima uregister majina matatu, akanipatia lingine sijui Kitumbuki.
Ati
Kitumbuki. Sasa results zimekuja na ujiuliza Kitumbuki anaita sasa James Mteri Kitumbuki, nasema Kitumbuki nani tena? Sasa until to date imagine sijajua linamaanisha nini hilo jina.
So bado uko nalo?
Liko paka kwa ID
Kitumbuki.
Liko paka kwa ID Kitumbuki. I wish ningekuwa na ID yangu hapa ningeonyesha Kitumbuki iko ndani. Sijajua inamaanisha nini. Kwa hivyo naishi, inaweza kuwa hata nimerisi babu yake mtu hapa.
Mtazamaji, unasikia uhondo ndio huo. Tumechangamsha hapo kidogo na Bwana James akituambia vile aliakwaya jina ambalo alitambui. Tuambie maoni yako ni maoni gani? Ni maoni gani? Ndio Kiswahili pia kitatadisha.
Maoni gani?
Tuambie maoni gani kwenye 0111980384. Pia you can catch us on our social media handles, which is at Science TV Kenya. Don't forget to subscribe in all our platform for inclusive content right here. Don't touch that dial. We're gonna be back in a while.
This is ZAQUETU. This is ZAQUETU.